10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello and welcome back to Team Spirit versus MEGA-LADA. This is game 2. Team Spirit in game 1 were very, very dominant. They looked very strong. Their draft seemed to make kind of perfect sense and they just kind of executed it.
Yeah, I would say their draft was very, very good. They responded to all the threats properly and it looked theirs from the very beginning.
All round, I'd say MVP for me was Fobby.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
In the off lane.
He was destroying.
His Tiny was no doubt one of the best kind of Tiny performances I've ever seen. A level 2 solo kill on a support. It doesn't like maybe you could hear about it happening on like a Clockwork or some sort of offlaner that has kill potential. But
you definitely don't think Tiny.
No,
not at all. And they picked up the Tiny again. So this hero can be played in multiple positions now.
He has it all.
Yes, I saw a support Tiny yesterday in Southeast Asia. Yeah.
Did it win?
I turned it off when I saw support Tiny. Yeah. Just saying, it's possible.
Oh, look at this hero. I was watching quite a lot of the summit. They love this snake lady.
Yeah.
She farms really fast. She's really difficult to kill. Brax, what's the counter?
Like mana burn.
10 seconds remaining.
All right.
That's it.
That's the only counter.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a good counter. It's a way to actually kill the hero.
But there's only like 4 or 5 mana burners in the game, right?
Something like that. And they all own her.
Yeah, but they're very specific heroes that fit
sure,
it, usually.
But when you pick Medusa within the first phase like this, you have a lot of room to be able to counter the hero. Also, the hero does one thing, right? She's not very mobile. She sits in the front lines and she tanks. If you can ignore her by disabling her long enough or just flanking the back line, kill these important heroes, the damage goes in the back, you're good to go. So that's also another way to deal with her.
During the summit, though, when Wyvern was like the counter to Medusa, so Medusa would pop Stone Gaze, Wyvern just ulties her, and everyone walked away.
Yeah, very true.
5 seconds remaining.
She only does physical damage for the vast majority of the game.
Yeah.
So the heal from Wyvern is also very strong.
You know, when you think Medusa, you don't think that she's like the highest DPS hero.
No.
You know, her damage is AoE based.
So-so.
Right, right. Yeah. It's not very high at all. It's more about her being super, super tanky.
Yeah, and being such a priority target that is difficult to bring down. Now, if you're Team Spirit, do you go for, as you said, the mana burn, like the Nyx Assassin maybe is the one that stands out to me?
I mean, there's Nyx is definitely the one that people probably think of most, especially because you can't turn Split Shot off now. You get Carapace off it all the time. Yep. About 100% of the time. He just walks in with Carapace and you get stunned forever.
Yep.
So that is a good approach. We've seen some anti-mage against Medusa in the past, not so much anymore. There's also Keeper the Light. You can mana leak and then push her away.
Yeah, I like that one. Keeper the Light Wyvern doesn't sound nice though.
No, no, definitely not.
That sounds janky.
Yes, that sounds... I don't know what that means, but it sounds bad.
Shout out to Jenkins Dota.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, now I understand. Good old janky.
My boy.
Alright, so let's see if they do ban at the Nyx Assassin, because it feels like the best, or probably one of the best
It's more of a why not ban it. If there's a hero that counters your core hero so hard, they already banned OD, a hero that does drain your intelligence instead of your mana. It's kind of similar approach.
Same concept, right? Making her less tanky.
Morphling.
Okay.
Just more worried about the Morphling turning into a Medusa and having to play against it yourself.
Jesus, that sounds bad.
It does actually. One counter that's not too bad actually. A new counter against Medusa is the Silver Edge. Being able to turn off the split shot because it's now a passive.
Oh, okay.
So you talked about ignoring her in team fights. If she's not doing the AoE damage that she usually does, it's essentially the same thing, right?
That's true. And yeah, I mean they have Earth Spirit, so they have long silence, good stun. If she takes the Stone Gaze off, they can hit it with the Silver Edge and just ignore her.
Yep. 10 seconds remaining.
Okay. It's definitely something that's
5
possible.
Seconds remaining.
Unlikely, but it's there if you really need it.
Looking at this draft, they need an initiator. I want MEGA-LADA to pick an initiator. Like Brew kind of works.
I feel like he's a follow-up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's the guy that blinks in and claps on top of someone who's already stunned.
Because, you blink in, you clap. People can use BKB. They can use... There we go. The initiator, if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Drow Ranger.
All right, we're talking about FNG's love for Drow Ranger, and there it is. Do you think this could be an offlane Wyvern? with Drow Aura? Or do you think it'll still be 5 position?
That's how they play it out, right? They do the offlane Wyvern usually.
I would say, yeah.
But then, what is this tiny Earth Spirit duo? It's
10 seconds remaining.
It's a bit unusual.
It is. Very.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know.
I prefer core tiny.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Well, tiny can still be core, just in the mid lane, right?
Yeah. It's still weird to not enable your mid laner with Drow.
You won't, Shane. We're reaching here for all the options. We had an offlane tiny last game. We don't know what's coming this game.
That's true. That's true.
No, but you're right. You definitely want to enable.
That's the idea of the Ranger,
hero.
right? That's like the core of the hero. She's very selfless.
You know, it's also kind of a Drow Medusa together is quite a dangerous combo as well, right?
Yeah,
Medusa,
it's like a counter pick almost. Yeah.
Like she's not good with well, I mean, on the same team. You know, it gives Medusa a lot of damage that she normally doesn't have because the items she builds are tanky. They're like Manta, Diffusal, Hurricane Pike style items.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like almost a counter pick. They picked it so that Mega couldn't pick it.
Right.
Here they go with their Jakiro again.
Okay.
Gives them some push. Some more building hitters like both Brew and Clockwork. Two of the worst building hitters you'll find.
They're not great.
No, Medusa is okay. She's good in the way she's like your Dragon Knight, right? Your frontline tank that just sits there and is like, come at me.
There's a bit of synergy. Looks good. Their 5-man is very, very strong.
Yep.
So this MEGA-LADA lineup screams we're just going to, you know, Medusa's going to get basic items. We're going to farm our Blink Daggers, get our level 6s on Clockwork and stuff, and just run down lanes and push.
We don't really have much planned after, though.
Right, right. And if we don't get the kill off the hook shot, then we're booking it. We're backing up.
Yep.
It's tough. And we were talking about initiation, and we were kind of happy when we saw Clockwork, but now you have a natural Hurricane Pike builder in the Drow Ranger. Any other 4 staffs that come out, or it pretty much resets the team fight.
Yep. You can even you can roll in and kick Clockwork. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. You know, usually I say very silly things in that kind of way. You know, like it's possible kind of scenarios, but that is actually
it's pretty likely.
It's very likely.
5 seconds remaining.
What is there? Like they need another core hero, maybe a Lycan, if they want to put. I know it's a bit weird. They need more control, I feel, as well.
Feels like they need a lot of things.
I know Lycan. I just love playing Lycan against Drow. It makes perfect sense. It just what the
good God.
Radiant team pick.
I apologize, everyone. My stomach's been quite upset these last few days.
Life's an unusual noise.
You may now select your group.
Shadow Fiend. Okay.
That's what we're talking about. So it is going to be, by the looks of it, offlane Tiny, mid lane Shadow Fiend. He's going to have Drow Aura. He's going to click very, very hard.
Oh man, there's a ton of kill threat with Earth Spirit and SF in the mid lane, especially when Shadow Fiend hits like the level 3 mark.
Yep.
You can always roll in.
And there's another Hurricane Pike builder as well against the Clockwork and against the Lifestealer. They're playing Lifestealer into 2 natural Hurricane Pike builders.
And there's also the Winter Wyvern to counter whoever Lifestealer goes on. Right.
Jesus.
It does not look like a good Lifestealer game. Well,
you know, we'll see.
That's right.
Okay, he has a vehicle. He has the Clockwork.
That's true. Brewmaster as well.
He can get inside. There's definitely potential. It's more about, alright, so when I see a draft that's, in my opinion, a bit behind, if you can set the tempo of the game, and you can like make your ganks work, you can easily win with a draft it's not really favored.
Sure.
If you can snowball hard enough.
Oh yeah, definitely. The snowball can really offset these draft differences.
And I actually believe that Mega do have a pretty snowbally draft, right? They get a lot of stacks up from Medusa, Clockwork will go off, you know, get a lot of ganks. It's difficult, though. It is definitely difficult.
It is difficult. But you're right. They can play off like this Brewmaster lane, for example. He can just keep haze spamming the Drow Ranger. It's pretty easy for him to survive, get some levels, and they can run at this Drow.
They changed the haze quite a lot, actually. They made the duration really low. I was playing against it in the lane, and it felt like it just disappeared instantly. Top lane. Oh, no. Is this going to be a max soul start?
Oh, boy.
No.
Oh, no.
No. It's going to happen. What?
Snatched? Well, he needed 2 more hits anyways. He actually wasn't going to get it. But he's got some souls from the cogs. He's got 1.
Usually people pick Clockwork with Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Working on the opposite teams here. Bit of collusion.
I like to see this. You know, both teams getting on. Starting off the game nicely.
All right, so Phobos has first blood on his offlane Tiny yet again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tiny just seems like this hero, you know, you finish your magic wand, and you have your soul ring, and then you're kind of immortal. Brute, just getting up in there. Doesn't manage to get
take
the
a
rune.
lot of damage.
He might in fact die.
Yep, he's gonna get body blocked here too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh dear lord. Illidan might die now.
Yeah, he's screaming, get back.
Oh, the TP, it's not enough. I don't. What's
one
going
more?
Oh boy,
Alrighty.
that was close.
Calculated, Shane.
But now Drow Ranger starting in the base.
Well, you know, we were talking about the potential of an off-lane Wyvern, now we've got a safe lane Wyvern. Picking up the solo experience.
Oh, getting some cogs.
Alright, that was actually a lot of damage.
The pushback.
Everything.
Yeah, it was. They're doing pretty well. Oh, Illidan smoked himself to reach the bottom lane faster.
You know, it's all about the innovative plays. That's definitely something you don't see very often.
No, that's very unusual.
And I'm not going to comment whether I think that's good or bad. It's interesting.
Comment, please.
I already did. It's interesting.
Okay, okay. In your opinion, does it benefit him?
I mean, it gets to lane faster, but I guess at the same time, they don't really need too many smokes to make movements, so it's probably fine.
Yeah, their team's not going to use smokes that much, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just going to farm.
Yep. They're not doing anything till they get their levels anyways, so whatever.
So, we see the dual lane mid again. Proxy, he wants to CS. He doesn't really mind as much as Shadowfiend, I don't think, with the dual lane. Like, Shadowfiend, in my opinion, loves levels, right? You get the max raises early game with the changes. You can do so much burst damage.
Yeah.
So this, it kind of lowers your kill potential, but it also enables you to farm, which I think they're fine with, having the Drow on their team. Top lane, there was a bit of an open wounds, TP back kind of scenario.
Yep. No armor against lifesteal with tons of HP means Feast destroys you.
I like this item build as well, the Blightstone first. You know, boots Blightstone.
Yeah.
Facing up against a Tiny, it does a lot of damage.
Alright, so Brewmaster's having a pretty good time. He only has one CS, but it's one of these lanes where they can't mess with him, right?
Yeah, his experience is extremely high.
Yep. That's perhaps something they can use in the you know, a couple minutes down the road. Make some rotations down there.
Oh, the Fiverr gets the roll in.
Alright.
Onto MB, and he just that's an easy max souls.
Oh boy.
One of the most satisfying things in Dota, playing Shadowfiend and killing someone and getting max souls.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it feels good. I love this hero actually.
You know, he has the Drower on top of it as well, so he has like double Medusa's damage.
He has 105 damage and 2.5 minutes.
Last time I checked, that's a lot.
That is a lot. Well spotted, Brax. Bottom lane, nice kick and the heal. He has a mango if he chooses to use it for the thunderclap.
Not gonna get him.
No, there's the kiting from Illidan with the frost arrows.
If they can find Clockwork.
Fiver's in pretty deep now. I don't know if he wants to be in deep though. Oh, the roll blocked by the panda. Oh, Yao goes down on the backline. FNG falling.
What's going on?
There's the rotations from the supports, right? Jukiro coming down here wins them that engagement.
It was a bit strange just casually walking up and giving him the breathe fire.
It was a bit weird. No items again.
Oh man.
And he has boots on Illidan as well. Very odd.
Yeah. Well, this is a good movement. All right, from the Dire. They're playing off their Brewmaster. This was their strongest lane, but Team Spirit, they're back. They've healed up and they're just going right back at it. That's something you got to be careful about.
Bottom lane. How did he die? What is he doing there?
They TP'd him with their wrist pretty healed up, and they just rolled on him and he died.
Okay. He seems a bit forward.
Yes, for sure. You know, once you apply some pressure in this lane, you gotta...
Oh, what? What was that? Fiverr some sort of geometry expert. Like, it looked so weird.
He had his protractor for that one.
What the hell? Managing to avoid, like, and avoiding all heroes, avoiding Panda. He's a really fast hero, you know? And there's the kick away. We talked about that.
Yep. And that's the catch.
Yao turned around for no apparent reason.
Well,
he goes for the heal, but he's trying to get over the ledge, but he's awful slow, and he's gonna go down again. This is just a whole load of nothing.
He's making so much
Illidan comes in.
here.
Oh, he gets the gust off. He's starting to do some damage now as well, but MB on his clock closing in. This is a... Oh, can they actually get a kill? Yao goes down to the Brewmaster clicks eventually, and Biver. Oh, he does have double damage.
He's got no mana now.
Oh my! I guess one roll. Oh, where's your protractor now, nerd?
Oh no!
Gets the click down.
FNG's back.
Oh my god! The heal. The level 1 battery does so little damage. This is such a clown fest. And what's the courier doing? What is the courier doing?
You know, they wasted the, or I guess I don't know if they wasted, but the shield was still on cooldown, so one more hit would have got it. Alright.
I don't know. That was like 5 minutes of just madness. It just felt like neither team really had that much kill potential. Yep. People kind of kept on overextending a tiny bit to bait them in. Now Broxy in the mid lane just getting played with almost. I like to win.
Very, very dead. And that's just what's going to keep happening to a mid as long as the Red Spirit's off the map. He's got to be super careful. Shadow Fiend has an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, let's check him out now. Oh boy. He's actually owning. And their save isn't really there. Like, they have no defensive here.
Right.
You know, the defense is clockwork cogs.
You know, Shane, sometimes the best offense, or best defense is good offense.
Oh, is it?
No, not in this case.
Oh, here we go. Here's the offense you spoke about. But if they turn around, he might... Oh god. He has stick for Raze. I don't think he's even going to use it.
If FNG's hasted, just click at him.
Oh my god. With the Drow aura. This is a spooky dragon. And the Raze hits again. Double kill for FNG.
Lifestealer's coming in, but what can he do?
Get a kill. He can get
Alright, he's got
it. That's a freebie. That's a nice little freebie. Well, the heal is there. It's going to be a slow freebie.
Oh boy.
And he has the rolling 3. Can he actually escape?
No, that tower's beating on him. Okay. That would have been crazy if he managed to live there.
I think he was well playing because he could have moved north, and then he wouldn't have died. I don't think.
He got the team kill.
Yeah.
All right.
All this space for Illidan.
We have another 3,000 gold lead at 7 minutes. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's check out what's Medusa up to now. This is kind of Medusa's area. She loves this. Oh well.
It would be if she wasn't level 4 and had no points in the old split shot, right?
Yeah, well, you can't get it all, Brax, alright?
That's true. We're working there.
I was excited for a second, alright? And you just shot me down.
Well, I'm sorry.
The nearly level 5 brew. Even if he was level 6, he's silenced for so long.
Yeah. Nothing would change.
FNG healing himself under the tower to allow his teammates to avoid unnecessary damage. Whoa!
Alright, that's a big kill.
I missed that one. Let's see what happens. We have to judge by the fight recap.
Yeah, so I think Clockwork gave him the battery assault and trapped him in the power cogs.
Alright.
And they gave him the old Clifforoo.
That's it. He must have came from the behind.
I guess he smoked?
Yeah,
behind him, right?
Yeah, he had to have smoked.
I don't see how else he could have gotten the flank.
However, that's a pretty aggressive roll. Panda's quite speedy here.
They're just toying with him at this point, dancing.
This is what we talked about before. Like, both teams kind of lacking initiation. Until clock hits 6, they don't really have much.
Raise dance.
From the right-hand side, Illidan he's pretty far forward.
He's baiting again. Probably like the win to get in there and get some raises off.
The raise damage.
Brew 6.
Brew split has been applied. Biver. He's probably target number 1. And they're going all in on Illidan, but he doesn't have much help from his team. And the Panda, he needs help. FNG gets the heal off. I like the win could get some clutch raises off here if he turns around. You guys want to be pretty careful. The silence applied. There's one raise. 2 raises. Hits the double. He's in now. Rage applied on Lifestealer. He invests, gets the damage off. Okay.
Alright, very good.
Nice fucking play from Mega. The offline, excuse my French. I'm Irish. We can't help it. We're raised in tough conditions.
I understand. It's okay.
On the bottom lane, a bit of a roll in here onto Broxy's Medusa.
Alright, not so tanky. He's got no mana.
No. This whole time though, Phobos in the offline didn't TP. He had no interest in that team fight.
No, he's farming. He's gearing up big time. He's very farmed as well.
Let's check out the net worth, see how farmed he really is. 3rd highest.
Yeah, looks good. It's one of those things, right, where you don't really want to TP because you're sitting there hitting the tower, pressuring. But maybe if you do TP, you can get some kills. I don't know.
In the last game, it felt like Team Spirit kind of played their draft the way they want. Do you feel this game is going the same way?
I feel like MEGA-LADA are making some good moves to try to pressure this draft, but they are still getting what they want.
They seem to be interrupting them way more. Right?
Yep.
Putting up way more of a fight.
They're slowing it down a bit.
Which is very good, especially when you have this Medusa that can take advantage of such space. Well, Medusa's doing pretty poorly.
Yeah?
He's 2.6 net worth, doesn't have his Mask of Madness. This is a usual Mask of Madness timing, you know, around 11 minutes in the game with the phase Aquila.
You know, I would say Shadow Fiend's not having the best game either after those deaths.
True. But like both mid heroes can flash farm.
That's true.
So, no.
They also have the space to do it too. Oh, down bottom, roll in. Brewmaster leads pretty low.
He's really tanky, but he's going to go down in the end. Wyvern might
get the rotations from everyone.
If he was level 6. Imagine if the Wyvern was level 6 there.
Yeah.
He does have the stick for the kill around. He could kite him here. Let's see if he has his juke shoes on today, FNG.
Oh, his Arctic Burns up in 5.
The phase boots.
Alright.
Yeah, phase boots proving too much. Illidan just managing to escape as
You know, Byver lived there. He rolled out in front of all the heroes.
So we spoke of, oh no. You don't want to be missing them. MB just...
That's the initiation.
And that's on cooldown for 70 seconds.
Yep. You know, in that good team fight that MEGA-LADA took towards the bottom lane where they ended up chasing these heroes down forever, Brewmaster got a split off.
Yep.
It was extremely awkward. Clockwork was running at someone for a good 15 seconds before he finally caught them.
Yeah, and they were like dancing around the river for,
yeah,
you know, 2 minutes beforehand.
The initiation is not the most reliable, and as you saw, the hook shot was missed too, so nothing happens after that.
I think one of the biggest benefits with the Shadow Fiend not having farm is definitely for Clockwork. Like generally, Shadow Fiend, he is going, look, first item, force staff,
yep.
You know, and slowing down the timing enables Clockwork far more in the game.
Yeah, very true. He has like that period where he feels strong and then he kind of falls off.
Right? Pre-force stuff, and then all of a sudden you feel very useless.
Yep.
Wyvern kiss just applied. Just stalling. No real...
Yep. Team Spirit getting the better trade, honestly. Tiny takes the tower solo while the rest of them are still farming. While MEGA-LADA feel like they have to commit a lot of heroes to take that tier 1.
Yep. Even the lifestealer. Oh, here we go. Hawk is up. Infest used. Let's see what they can find. Yeah, let's check out the vision here for...
Oh, they might find something, because this is going to be a big team fight bottom lane.
Shadow Fiend is TPing in here. This is a perfect hook target to get the hook onto Illidan. A nice target. Force stop is used. And they just kite him. Oh, no, and the heal. The rage is wearing off pretty soon. Oh no. Flying Drow Ranger. Wyvern with the double. Can they find them? They know the location. No stones.
Oh, no stones. That's really sad.
No stones on the Earth Spirit for available stones. Okay, so it felt like if they get that initiation earlier with the Clockwork and Lifestealer Infest, the fight is totally different. But what happened was kind of half their team were fighting already, and then Wyvern was able to position himself. Yeah. It was...
It's also like you're fighting on an enemy shrine too, right? It's so easy for them to get there.
Yeah.
But at least Medusa was farming the entire time, so there is that. But Team Spirit, they're smoked up, and they're going to walk right into him, it looks like.
He's also beside the shrine, like a similar position.
He is, but good chance he might just die.
Well, we'll find out soon.
We will. I'm sure.
What's the item situation? Alright, Brock. In walks Tiny. Misses with the tree. It's here. Shrine used. Just...
Very dead.
Yeah.
Alright, not the same.
No. Not at all.
No. Not even close.
You know, a big thing I like to do in my games is when I lose a team fight, I go for a team fight straight away, or a gank straight away, because you know that their TPs are going to be on cooldown, right?
Yep. It's very unexpected, because typically you go back to farm and push out your lanes after that happens.
That's the TNC move, I call it.
That's right. Non-stop aggression.
Within bottom lane, getting initiated on 4-stop on cooldown, cogs, and pushing him out.
There's no damage at all.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Now the creeps are coming here to absorb more of the damage. Earth Spirit slides on by. 4-star used. And then... Now all of a sudden Earth Spirit... Okay, they have no more stones, I don't think. Oh, they do have the stones. Okay.
Brewmaster's dead. Oh, Clockwork cancels his TP. What do they know, though?
Why would he cancel?
I think it was a mistake. I don't think he meant to do that. Oh. Well, now he's
he's walking on home.
Well, let's see if this little man can make it back to base.
I love stories like this. You know, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. Yeah. You know, you have to get past the big bad Tiny. He is very big bad. Drums, Shadow Blade again.
Yep.
Top of the net worth.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh boy. And Broxy. Like another thing about Medusa, you know where he's gonna be.
Exactly. He loves these jungle camps where he can farm multiple camps at the same time.
And is he just dead?
I don't think Tiny can kill him.
No, just make a burst.
Not enough
Oh, he
damage.
only has 2 points in mana shield. It'll be close. No levels in ultimate though.
He definitely ruined his day, but can't kill him.
Shakira on the other hand.
Yeah, goodbye.
Oh. I love the star points. They're just chucking trees at people.
It's nice, isn't
It
it?
reminds me of Deadwood, and I love that hero.
Just so satisfying.
Yeah, it really is. Another 4-staff coming up. I like the wind closing in.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 4-staffs against Clockwork. Honestly, if they don't kill
And
the hook
Lifestealer. I think the
target-
Lifestealer hates 4-staffs too.
Yeah. He has to watch out for 4-staff, and then Winter Wyvern's Cold Embrace, and the Winter's Curse. Like,
and even the silences from Earth Spirit can destroy, or in Drow as well. Like
I actually don't know what Lifestealer can do in this game. He can try to get the jump on some of these heroes, but then it's up to his team to kind of follow up and make the kills happen.
It feels so predictable.
Is under attack.
There's Medusa.
Oh, there he is.
Farming the old Medusa spots.
He has his ulti this time, but, you know.
Doesn't matter.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh,
attack.
they managed to get the open wounds onto Phobos. He is the highest net worth hero. This is a big kill if they can get it. He's running away with the movement speed and gets kicked away.
So tanky. Sprint comes out.
Bruce
Dire's
gets
top
committed.
tower
Oh
is
boy,
under
just for the
attack.
Winter Wyvern, but he could fly.
Manages to get over the ledge. Just kiting them.
Just playing
so
with these guys.
heavily. When you're playing Brewmaster and they turn around and start attacking your Brewmaster split, you know something's up. Oh, can he time it?
Nope. Doesn't matter though.
He's just taunting them.
Alright.
Now, I felt the Mega in the early game played a lot better, but it seems like the weakness of their drop is actually Medusa. Like one of the strongest heroes in the game currently, but it's because it's strong, people understand it way more than other heroes, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like they just know exactly where he's going to be every single time, and they just go there and kill him. You know, that's what happens, right?
Very predictable when Medusa's off the map. You know exactly what she's looking for. And then it becomes easy to play around that and just hunt this guy over and over. Honestly, there just isn't enough reliable lockdown against these 4-staffs. Right?
Oh no.
Oh, here's the Spirit Bomb.
Bye-bye.
1, 2,
And trip! Oh, I didn't. Oh.
just click.
Yeah, just a click. It's not as exciting as the triple raise, but it gets the job done. And Clockwork, on the other hand, perfect chain of stun and silence from Viper. Hook is applied onto Illidan. Not sure what for. I guess try and make something out of a bad fight, and they just press forward. Viper moves even further forward.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Who does he attack?
He can't attack anyone,
Oh
honestly.
my god!
Dire's middle tower.
This is when you scream at your captain. You're like, why am I playing Ice Stealer?
Yeah.
No.
Rough stuff.
Very, very difficult.
Dire's middle tower.
Alright, and we're just
has
proofing
fallen.
up and hitting some towers now. Inside of Team Spirit.
Well, what's their hand? Like,
Dire's middle tower is
I mean,
under
they just
attack.
can't fight, right? That's the biggest problem.
The hook is down now for 35 seconds. Did I just lose Rack?
There's no split, no blink dagger up on Brewmaster. This should be Rax, honestly. Maybe tier 3?
Dire's middle
Well,
tower
they want
is
Rax.
fallen.
Yeah, I don't see why not, right?
Look at this Clockwork, just getting clicked down, no hook shot, can't do anything.
And now Broxy, their core, their tanky man, you know. Oh, dear lord.
What is going on? Well, there's a split, but
Applied, and then it's the old walk away.
Yeah.
Everyone earns up. Phobos on the other side just starts
they're killing the splits. The old Brooklyn's.
rage applied, so.
Oh no, if they kill this one.
No.
Ugh.
Oh no. 19 minutes in, dying in blue split.
Yep.
That's not nice.
Well, that's game.
Dire's middle barracks
Team
is
Spirit,
fallen.
extremely dominant.
Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
Alright, Shane, I think we're going to have to throw it over to our analyst, Chicken Little over here, to see what he has to say about that game.
Alright. Let's do that in a second. We'll check in with Chicken in 2 minutes. We just check out the stats. We have a list, Brax. We have to stick to the list.
Alright, go down the list.
Okay. Dim music to 0%, then pause.
Did we do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's look at the stats.
Yeah, rough game.
Yeah,
honestly. They just can't fight, they can't kill anyone, and none of these heroes can make any sort of moves, right? 4 staffs come out, then all of a sudden, there are no more deaths.
What do you think about showing the level people are at? I like it. I think
it's cool.
It's very cool. So you can see...
It gives you motivation,
yeah.
You know?
You can see F&G, 20th.
Yeah, look at him go.
He's doing great. Maybe, you know... And it also kind of... You know, say this game went the other way and Mega beat them. It makes the win feel nicer, right? Because you see their ranks, you're like, yeah.
Like, their numbers are lower than us, but we won.
Oh, well, that wasn't the case.
No, not this time. Maybe next time.
Apparently the numbers mean a lot. Who could have thought it? It's, that game in general, though, I don't know. Medusa...
I just feel like, again, it came a lot down to the draft and execution. The draft meaning they just didn't have anything once 4 staffs came out. It's pretty rough, right?
It was real bad.
When your combo is the Clockwork Hook into Brewmaster jumping you, 1 4 staff and your combo is ruined.
When you see these core heroes go first item 4 staff,
you
know, when Shadow Fiend and Andrew, like agility heroes, both buy a 4 staff as their first item, you know you done goofed.
Yep, big time.
Oh boy, let's check out what game we have next. Overall though, it really feels like Team Spirit are kind of on a different level.
Yeah, right? They felt much better. They looked very solid.
Their drafts were a lot better as well, in my opinion. Let's see.
I like their offlane tiny gameplay. It's hard to judge how good it really is, but you know, when he gets off like that, it's great.
Every game he seems to just dominate, right? How's
Yeah.
Chicken? What does he have to say about
Chicken Little? What do you think about that game? Well, you see, I got this bomb strapped in my back, and that's what they did to the enemy team there. Jesus, what's wrong with his voice?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're not.
This is some Counter-Strike stuff there.
We're not going back to Chicken Little ever.
No, he's getting sacked. Next game is Hala Ares versus the Whites. I don't know.
Are you looking at? Is this Dota?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Whites. Yeah.
All right.
We'll be back soon with that one then.
Should be good.
See you guys soon.